Mary from mummyoffour.com. Welcome back to my channel and another Tesco grocery haul for our large family of 6 because we have 4 children, and we are also shopping for some friends and family members who are self-isolating. If you are new here, welcome. Please subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. I do loads of shopping hauls. I do shop with me videos when the world is less crazy, but not doing those at the moment. I also do speed cleans and decluttering videos, parenting tips, tricks, hacks and advice, vlogs, and we are also about to, when things get a little less crazy, move house into our new renovation project. So there's all that kind of content coming your way, so I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Now let's take a look at what I've bought today. Starting over here with fruit, I've got quite a lot of berries and grapes and things today. Some of them are for us, but like I said, some of this stuff is for friends and family who have asked us to pick things up for them because they are self-isolating. So we have got a pack of seedless black grapes. Do they even make seeded grapes anymore, and would anyone buy them? So, or are they all seedless? I don't know. I should have paid attention really, shouldn't I? But why would you buy seeded grapes when there is a seedless option? I have no idea. And then we've got some super sweet strawberries, a massive pack of those. My children adore strawberries, so I just chop the tops off them and cut them up into quarters, pop them in a bowl and pop them on the table. They tend to like those just after their breakfast or lunch or dinner for that matter, but they tend to have fruit of some description with every meal. Strawberries are a firm favourite with all of them, as are raspberries, which just get rinsed and put on the table, and these are 50% extra free today, so bargain. And then we've got carrot battens. Now I mostly use these as just a snack for the children. I do obviously make carrots on the side of meals as well, but they just love them just with lunches and things, just to snack on, or I put them in a bowl on the table while the children are waiting for their food if they're all, I'm hungry, and then they're snacking on those, and at least they're having, you know, vegetables while they're waiting for their food rather than rubbish, and it keeps them happy while I'm cooking. And then we have got 2 bags of bananas, which are ripe and ready, so I need to eat these pretty promptly. They don't go to waste though, because I've got 4 children, as I said, and every meal they'll have a piece of fruit each. So 12 bananas there, so that's only actually 3 meals of bananas worth for my children. Personally, don't like bananas, can't stand the things, don't like the texture, don't like the smell of them. But I don't share this fact with my children because then they might not like them either. A pack of peppers, they are for some Mexican food. I did get a comment on one of my videos about the fajitas and how we do those, because I do talk about those a lot because it's a sort of a firm favourite meal in our family. I will talk about those in a second when I get over to the seasoning, but yes, fajitas is a firm favourite meal. Just to say, I haven't bought any fresh meat, so there's normally chicken breast and mincemeat that I buy in my orders, but we are buying that from a local butcher. I talked about this in a recent video. We're trying to kind of support local, and we've got a local butcher that will deliver, so that is a really good way for us to get the meat in. And I also found that the meat quality was nicer, so we are trying to do that and support local while we can. And we've got this pack of house salad. I know this is one of the things that I've been asked to get from a family member, so that is going out, but I do often buy those for myself as well. They are quite nice. And then we've got pink lady apples. So we've got 12 of those, and they are delicious. They're just so yummy. They are the nicest apple. I've never tried, in fact, if there is an apple that tastes nicer than these, sweeter and nicer, please let me know in the comments, but they are a favourite for us. We've got a bag of sweet easy peeler oranges, because let's face it people, we don't want to have to work too hard for our oranges, do we? No. And again, the children really like those. I do find oranges are super stainy though, you know, on clothes. I do still make the girls wear long sleeve bibs if they're wearing nice dresses and things, because trying to get orange out of things, not so easy. Then I've got a pack of onions. We do put onions in a lot of things. We put them in curries, we put them in everything really. We put them in chili, we put them in sweet and sour, we put them in spaghetti bolognese. We put onions in everything. Not loads of them, just a little bit of onion in each, but and it's going to be quite finely chopped or the children complain, but we do put onion in a lot of things. And then we have got some Peppa Pig yogurts. Now the children have a Peppa Pig yogurt either after breakfast or after lunch or tea. The little ones don't drink a lot of milk, so I do try and add in calcium where I can. Then I've got 3 blocks of cheese. I do use my cheese grater box, which I have shown you before, to grate cheese. It's so easy, and it means you can buy cheese in a block, which is cheaper than buying it ready grated. So I've got 3 blocks of that because we also slice it and use it for lunches. So for lunches, that we will use the cheese, we'll use this ham. I've got 2 packs of ham. As I've mentioned before, normally on a normal school day where schools are open, 3 of my children will eat lunch in school, they have school dinners, and my husband will eat lunch out of the house as well. And at the moment, everyone is at home, as I'm sure it's the same in your house, eating out of house and home. So that's why we've got to have so much stuff for lunches. And then we've got, these are 2 for £3 packs of pork cocktail sausages. So lunches tend to be an element of fruit. So either apple I normally do for lunches. I normally do berries for breakfast and apple for lunches, or banana for lunches. And then the other one for tea. So they'll have an element of that. They will have some carrot sticks. They will have some cheese and ham in bread or wraps, which I shall talk about in a minute, or sandwiches, and then perhaps some sausages on the side as well. And then yogurt, either for breakfast or lunch or dinner, but at least one of the meals they will have yogurt. So that's kind of my chilled section. Moving on to frozen. I have bought a lot of pizzas this week, a lot of pizzas, but they're not all for us. And also when we go through pizzas, we now, if we're all eating pizza together, we go through 4 pizzas between the 6 of us. So ham and pineapple. My husband's not fussed on any pizza really, but if he is going to eat a pizza, he will eat ham and pineapple. That's the only one he'll consent to, and the little ones like that too. But Zara, bless her, loves a mushroom pizza, so I got one of those for Zara. Even though I'm the only other one in the family that likes mushroom pizza, she adores them, bless her. And then we've got a pepperoni as well. And then we've got 3, because these were on 3 for £4, of just the cheese, well, cheese and tomatoes, isn't it, 4 cheese pizzas. So let me see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got 1 going out. So that's only actually 2 meals of pizzas. So, you know, I've talked about this before, 1 to use, 1 as a backup. So it's 1 meal's worth to eat and 1 meal's worth as a backup for the pizzas, because we go through so many if we eat them. And then we've got some pork sausages, which we have if we're having a chicken dinner. We tend to have sausages with that as well. So that's Sunday dinner, chicken dinner, gravy dinner, whatever you want to call it. They tend to put sausages with that. Sometimes I do sausages with chips, or sausages with pasta for the children. Pesto, pasta and peas, which I sometimes put chicken nuggets on the side. Sausages would also go on the side of that as well. And if you haven't made pesto, pasta and peas for your children before, it's just the easiest meal ever. You just bung it in. I've got this microwave thing that I use. I put the pasta and the peas in, I cover it with boiling water, I throw it in the microwave for 12 minutes, and then when it comes out I stir pesto in and then add either sausages or chicken dippers or something on the side, but I already had chicken dippers. So that is a really lazy, easy peasy meal that all the children love if you're in a rush. Then I've got also a bag of goose fat roast potatoes. I've already got a lot of other frozen veg. I've got frozen broccoli, I've got frozen runny beans, I've got frozen peas, I've got loads of carrots. So I've got all the other stuff, and the chicken is coming from the butcher's to do a chicken dinner, but these are really nice and they're super easy as well, so I grabbed a bag of those. On to bread. I have been asked to pick up some bread for friends and family as well. So we've got 2 soft white Hovis and then 2 best of both. Best of both is my compromise because my children and my husband want white bread. I want them to eat brown bread because it is healthier. This is my compromise. But before that, because this will have a decent date on it, I'll be eating these. These were on a deal, which are the white battens. They do last more than some battens do. I find that if I buy French bread from some places, then you have to eat it that day, whereas this will be all right for tomorrow, potentially the day after, but to be honest, it won't last that long. So what I do is just chop this up into little for lunches, and then put that out with the ham, the cheese, the carrots, the fruit, the cocktail sausages and the yogurts, and the children will go to town on that. Over to cereal. We have just gone into our backup box of Weetabix, so I've replaced that, and our backup box of Cheerios, so I've replaced that. As I've said before, I just leave one, so this will sit there until the one we're using now is gone, and then when I open this one, I'll buy a new one. And then we've got, these are kind of breakfasty when we have toast instead of cereal. The children sometimes like jam on toast, and my husband certainly likes that. And then peanut butter is another option for sandwiches for lunch. I actually quite like a peanut butter sandwich, and Zara especially loves a peanut butter sandwich. So those are kind of breakfast or lunchy options. And then one of the meals I will do this week is curry, and then on the side of that, so with the curry, I'll do the rice, which I already had, the chips, which I already had, the chicken, which is coming from the butcher's, and then we do a tikka masala and a korma, and I already had the other bits to do those, but I did need some naan breads and some poppadoms to go on the side of those. We touched on the pasta peas meal that I do for the children, and this is the pesto I use. I literally just empty a whole jar of that. You may need less if you've got fewer children, but I just empty that whole jar of that over the freshly cooked pasta and peas, and then I sprinkle some grated cheese on the top of that, and then put either chicken or sausage on the side for a really, really easy meal. Now fajitas, this is what I was talking about. What I do for fajitas is I chop up chicken breast and I just throw it round a wok, add in some peppers and onions, and then this is supposed to be one packet for one meal, but I find if we put all that in, it becomes really overpowering, and the children, I'd eat it, but the children find it too spicy. So we just use a sprinkling from this packet, and then we put one of those clips on the packet to close it. So this lasts us quite a few meals. So even though there's quite a lot of us, and it says it only serves 3 to 4 for one meal, this actually lasts us, I don't know, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 meals. So it's quite good value, and it's just enough of a little hint of seasoning. I've already got the wraps, by the way, in stock because they had quite a good date on them. So it's quite a good seasoning and quite good value because it lasts quite a few meals. So that we put in the wraps. The other thing we put in the wraps is a little bit of grated cheese, and I put it all out on the table for everyone to eat. And sort of make up their own, and they also put a little bit of salsa in those. And then I do also use these lightly salted tortilla chips either to dip, or I melt a little bit of cheese over those. I literally just throw them in a bowl and melt some cheese over the top of them in the microwave. Easy peasy. Another meal I'm doing this week is sweet and sour chicken. I've already got noodles, I've already got rice, the chicken's coming from the butcher's, and I've already got the bits to do the sweet and sour sauce, so I just needed the prawn crackers to go with that. On to drinks, I've got this double strength orange squash. I just put a little drop of that in the bottom of my fridge jug. I've got 2 of the fridge jugs. Fill it up to the top, leave it in the fridge, and then the children drink water between meals, and then we all have orange squash at the table with our meals. So that is just it's a good way if you want to drink more water, add a little bit of this into it, and it just makes it a bit more appetizing. Onto our kind of homeware section, I've got another reusable colour catcher. Now I know they only last 30 washes, but after they have gone 30 washes, and I never use that track as you wash thing on the side, I just stop using it when it goes really grey. By the way, I don't know if you can hear my children who are in the other room behind 2 doors with my husband singing Vampirina. If you can, that's what that noise is. Anyway, reusable colour catcher. When it runs out of being useful for this, I just use it as a cloth. So it's not like it just gets thrown away and wasted. I do kind of recycle it for another thing, another way of using it. I've got some face cream for me. I normally buy the pink one, but they didn't have that, so I picked this one up instead. It's still SPF 15. This is for normal skin. The pink one's normally for dry skin. My skin is super dry. I guess I'll just have to put more of it on. I will try it. Does anyone know if this one's any good? I know I like the pink one. Perhaps this won't be as thick. I don't know. Will just adding more work? Not sure. Then I've got some Lenore Unstoppables for when I wash with fairy powder. I've got Method Laundry, sort of the liquid gel, which I use for most stuff, but for towels and nappies and things, cloth nappies and things, I do prefer to use a powder, and then I use this to kind of give it a bit of fragrance, which this stuff does smell amazing actually if you use this with your laundry. Just a little capful of those in the wash and they smell great. Then I've got 2 of these baskets, which I use these things for everything. If you've seen my kind of speed cleaning videos, my laundry videos, I use these all the time for just carrying things from room to room. They all stack within each other, like so. I've got loads of them, but you can literally never have enough of them. So I've bought another 2. so many uses around the house, and if you just stick to one type of basket and buy lots of them, at least they all stack. Then I've got 2 boxes of tissues. None of us are actually ill at the moment, and we've been very lucky, touch wood. We haven't actually got ill so far. I hope you're all well as well, by the way. But regardless of what is going on in the world, I seem to have a runny nose all year round. I cannot possibly have a house without tissues in the house. So I don't know, maybe it's just me that's always got to have tissues, but we've always got to have tissues. And then we've got some toilet rolls. We are going through more toilet rolls than ever, because everyone being home more means everyone is using our toilet more, not the toilets, I don't know, at school or wherever. So everyone's weeing and pooing in the house and going through more toilet rolls than you can possibly imagine. Then we reach my don't judge me section. Now last time I did buy a big bag of crisps, and not all of those are gone yet, but all of them will be gone before I next shop, and that it's so much cheaper to buy them in this big bag of bags that I sort of resent buying them in smaller bags of bags now, because this works out as a much better price. Roast chicken are my fave, and then we've got cheese and onion prawn cocktail and smoky bacon. So which is your favourite? The other kind, we had the Tesco kind last time. I thought we'd try these for a change, the Walker's kind, to see if there's any difference. And it also had this, it was enticing me with the 6 free packs. But the Tesco kind also had ready salted in the meaty version, and also had a beef kind. So I don't know, maybe are the Walkers or the Tesco's better? Let me know what you think. If you've tried both, which are we going to prefer? By the way, the crisps, I do let the children have crisps at lunchtime. I put 1 bowl of crisps out between them. They just have a few crisps on the side of their food to pick from their kind of buffet. So we've got mini cheddars, 12 bags of those. The baby, I say the baby, she's 3, especially loves mini cheddars. And then we've got, for snacks and sweet treats, we've got these. This is definitely the cheapest way to buy biscuits, and they're just as nice as the other kind. So there's 4 individual bags within there. It works out a really good price per kilo or 100 grams or whatever you're buying them as. So I got 2 packs of those. My husband will sit and munch a pack of biscuits to himself, so they won't last long. And then we've got dolly mixtures. Now you'll know that I use the little sweet jars, and if I am going to give my children a sweet or a treat as a bribe, I give them 1 dolly mixture, which may sound a bit mean, but it's enough to keep them going and motivated. Then we've got this is for me. I love it. My husband tried it and went, oh, what's this muck? It's not muck, it's delicious. I love it. So yummy, yummy. Then we've got salted popcorn. I do normally buy sweet and salted popcorn, but I picked up salted popcorn last time and I really enjoyed it. Maybe more than sweet and salted, I don't know. Which is better, salted, sweet, or sweet and salted? So I got 2 bags of salted this time, just, you know, just for a change. And then yes, this. No, don't judge me, because my husband judges me, even my teenager judges me for drinking what they call this muck, but I like it, especially working from home. A nice cold can of Diet Coke seems to keep me focused for some reason. I don't know, it's like one of those weird productivity triggers for me. So the children, no, literally no one else in my family drinks it, just me, but don't judge me, it's my thing, I like it. And then we've got 4 bottles of lockdown juice. Yummy, yummy. Pinot Grigio, this one is really nice, and it was on off, I think it was £1 a bottle off this time as well. So, bargain. Now I'd love you to tell me, let me know in the comments, what goes in your don't judge me section. You've seen mine. What are your must buy don't judge me items? So thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. You can check out my latest video across here, and you can check out another video from my channel that you may enjoy just down here. I'll see you guys soon.